Hello everyone, my name is Flare Blitz and we have returned back to Selene Apoptosis. We still have 2 more endings to find within the game. We've gone through 1 possibly, and we've done 4, 6, and 2. So at least 3 and 5. Come up with an explanation. Over hairs? That's what you're talking about? I mean, I don't mind, but... You sure you want to change the color just because of a delivery guy?
A delivery guy?
Yeah. Yes. I sometimes order food. I've had a lot of dark-haired delivery guys lately.
Fascinating. And what were all those delivery guys doing in our bathtub?
Look, okay, they've had a really hard day and they can't wait to get home in order to have a bath, so therefore they are in the bath having a bath. I don't know. I don't know, Hope. Maybe I got distracted. A couple of times, maybe. You know, if I get a call from the agency, I'll switch immediately. Hope listened to the explanation with an unreadable expression. At least that ghastly smile was gone. Even felt a bit better. Maybe the courier was crawling around the apartment while I was distracted. God, why didn't I think of that? Maybe that's why my stuff keeps on disappearing?
Who knows?
Hope smiled bitterly.
At least we found out it wasn't a cat. Huh?
If you say so. Oh, even felt like all of the skin above the collar filled with heat and began to throb. Membranes. Valves. Whitish films. Yellow bones. Innards. Shiny just like berry jelly. Pulsating. Contracting. Trembling. Ethan closed his eyes involuntarily, as if he could squeeze out a vision out of them.
Ethan? Are you okay?
No, I'm having a constant humming epicenter.
You look, bad.
Is it actually the game humming? Yeah, it is the game. I mean, I put off my headphones to see if there's any like planes outside. At least there was no mockery in Hope's voice. Yes. No. Ethan leaned on the table and rubbed his face with his hands, stretching the skin. And even thistles in place where they get very close to the worn red upholstery. He clenched his teeth and slapped his cheeks. The vision finally disappeared. No, everything's not okay. Not okay at all. I'm sorry, Hope, but I don't know what to do about it. And that was true.
Is there anything you want to tell me?
Ethan shook his head. If I knew what I wanted to say, I would have said it already. I should just call the police and let them sort it out. It's their job after all. I'm tired of all of this.
I'm tired too, Ethan. And it's not even the end yet.
If you say not even the end yet. What?
It's not the end of the month.
Oh, that's what you mean. For goodness sakes, Hope, give us some context as to what you're saying. And some hope as well.
Perhaps.
Who are you? The girl's eyes became round and her face turned into a surprised grimace. Overly surprised. Even immediately remembered the time when he and Hope came across a couple of street mimes. She poked her thin finger into her chest, which made her tense nipples show up for a second under the thin fabric of her dress. Ew.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I am what you were looking for.
No, you're not. She spoke slowly, stretching out her valves and with some kind of delight. A moment later, the girl reached for something behind her back, quickly pulled it to her lips and took a sip. Ethan's throat became tight with blood that abruptly rushed to his head. Where? How did you get this? The girl traced Ethan's gesture with a genuinely surprised look, and the next moment she passed her fingers. Oh no. That glass broke again. How dare you? Not sure if dragging her away from the window would do any good. It probably actually make things worse. She will stop right now. He will force some sense into her. Ethan rushed to the window. He was going to grab the girl's arm and drag her deeper into the room. Maybe he would have clenched her shoulder much harder than necessary. Maybe he would have given her a hearty shake before releasing her. But even in a state of frenzied rage, he did not intend to punish her. Let the police handle it. It's their job after all. Moreover, he wasn't going to get on top of her with his body pressing her against the glass, but he just did. Ethan failed to see how this happened. It was as if someone rolled the clock forward and in the missing stretch of time replaced the thing he intended to do. All he knew was his right hand already clenched. Oh gosh. And his left is propped against the glass. And of course, she sees that. She sees all of that for some odd reason. Behind the glass, far below, was Hope. Ethan saw her face. He would give all for a chance not to see, but it seemed like someone let him a pair of theatre binoculars against his will. You okay there, Hope? Ethan saw Hope's blue eyes turn glassy and her mouth opening as if she wanted to say something but couldn't find the words. You little... What's it? He did not even have to pull down his pants or lift up the hem of her dress. All this happened as if by itself. When he finished, Hope was gone. His shallow, frantic breath surged in his chest and just wouldn't calm down. Eva was crying, silently and without tears. And then the girl's neck turned counterclockwise, crunching all the while. Even had a momentary thought he had hallucinated at this very moment. The girl's neck twisted again and again and again. The girl laughed and saw her wide smile right in front of him. Though she was still lying belly down on the windowsill, her hand was no longer covering her mouth. Ethan saw her teeth, long and sharp. Her bones crunched, her head spinned, just like the regulator wheel on a camera, and her faces were switching one after another, grinning, all of them. 1, 2, 3. Yes, some of them are even out of picture. 1, 2, 3. The air got thick and nauseating. Ethan staggered. He knew he would either vomit or pass out and wasn't sure what would come of it up until the moment of merciful blackness swallowed him whole. And Hope still stood there? Possibly, or that's just the image that was last in our head. Selenophobia. Well, that escalated quickly. Yep, that sure did. When he woke up, the horrible creature was gone. As soon as Ethan's mind could function again, he called Hope. She did not answer. Ethan thought he could come to her office, but eventually decided it would only make things worse. Ooh. A burst of sharp pain burned to the back of his head. The door, the key, and the hand that held it faded in a crimson-black nothingness. Oh. Ethan was seeing a terrible dream. He was back in the white room with Hope. Hope sat on the faded red sofa, her hands clasped in her lap. Her eyes were staring into nothing. We picked the investigate option rather than the delete the email option. Ethan thought Hope wasn't seeing him again. She was. Hope looked up at him with her blue eyes, and in reeling horror, Ethan realized how much pain there was in them.
She had the key, Ethan.
She had the key?
All this time, she had the key. She has all the keys.
Who Ethan wants to ask, but didn't have time, because Hope wasn't there anymore. Oh, what the hell? Only her head kept lying on the sofa, severed, oozing blood from the stump of her neck. What the heck? Suddenly the head moved. Ethan tried to scream and he couldn't, as he had no mouth. All he could do was watch Hope's terrible severed head slowly turn towards him, looking at him with dry, glassy eyes, watched the black snakes moving in her hair, and a mess of yellow-red entrails spilling out of the ripped, gutted sofa. Whoa. Ethan tried to scream again. The abhorrent vision faded. But the eyes remained. Hope's empty, lifeless eyes, devoid of color. Why are you there again? Though the tight throbbing pain, Ethan didn't realize right away that he was actually seeing them. Wait, for real? I thought Hope completely forgot us entirely because of what we did. Hope sat opposite to him, pale in the moonlight. Both of them were in some room. Ethan reached for her with all his being, but he couldn't move. He was well tied. Hope's hair was light and long again. Is that a wig? The thought was out of place, almost ridiculous.
Ethan, why did you do this?
Why did you do what?
Why did you do all of this?
He might have believed that she really needed an answer if not for a tightly rolled gag in his mouth.
Now I have to kill you.
Okay, now we have a Yandere in front of us.
I have to.
Why? Why do you think killing us is going to be of any good?
Do you understand?
Well, I can't say anything back because you've tied a gag around our mouth. She sobbed.
But first I have to confess something.
Confess what exactly, Hope?
I read your email. After what happened at the window, I just couldn't help it. I found this address in one of the emails. Her address.
Ah, she has an address. Hope, please. It's not what you think. But all that came out of Ethan's throat was a grunt.
Shh. Don't strain yourself. You have a wound on your head, and if you strain yourself, you may lose consciousness.
You know very well that within a situation, the best thing that a person can do to survive is try their absolute best, even if it means consciousness being lost.
I haven't told you everything yet.
Oh, you got some story to spill.
It's important for me to share. Laura says it helps.
If you say so.
I don't know. Does it help, Ethan?
I don't know what you're referring to, Hope. Another sob.
I parked nearby and waited. Waited for so long. I knew you were coming, sooner or later. I saw her come and go, and you weren't there. I was beginning to doubt it, but you did come. You are here.
Hope smiled, yet her eyes remained blank.
I'm so tired.
Yeah, I'm so tired too, Hope.
You may hate me for it, but I had to confess. It's not an easy task for me. You know, I hate lying. Oh, I'm sick of myself, Ethan. Why does it have to end like this?
I don't know, Hope. If you just untie us and ungag us, then maybe so. Eva didn't have an answer.
My problem is that I can't lose. I never learned to.
Okay, Hope.
I tried, Ethan.
This is a little disingenuous, Hope.
Tried so hard. But this is stronger than me. You know, when I was a little girl, my dad took me to the pool.
And you saw Sophie there?
I couldn't swim, and he wanted us to go kayaking together. I had those cute inflatable armbands, with tiny bear cubs on them. Can you imagine?
Okay, why are you telling us all of this, Hope? Again, the terrible glassy smile.
And so the lesson ended, and I still had no idea what I was supposed to do. But I couldn't let my daddy down, so I kept floundering in the pool until my lips turned blue.
Stubborn.
The coach had to literally pull me out of the water.
You are very stubborn, Hope.
Oh, but I think I haven't changed since then. Not a bit. I have to be number one, always.
Okay, Hope.
The best. One and only. I can't have it any other way.
Okay, Hope.
Do you follow me, Ethan?
No, we don't follow you because you're very psychotic right now. There wasn't even a hint of hatred in the way she looked, the way she spoke, and that's what filled Ethan with mesmerizing, crippling dread. Hope loomed over him, the pipe in her hands, so close that Ethan could see the rust scabs clearly.
I'm scared, Ethan.
So why are you doing this?
I'm terribly, awfully scared.
You know you can stop this if you just listen to yourself. She ran her hand gently over his cheek.
I love you.
Yes, so why are you doing this? You don't have to do this, Hope. Ethan would have said if he only could, but she had to. Hope shrieked as if she had to squish an ugly bug and brought the pipe down on his skull with a crunch. Ooh, a crunch. Then once more, and more, and more, and more. She repeated the same simple action until her husband's head turned into a nauseating yellow-red mass. Her father, who was a doctor, would probably have called it inhomogeneous, because there certainly were quite large fragments of bone left in it. No matter how hard Hope tried to put a quick end to it, she was just an ordinary girl. A stubborn, ordinary girl. She did what she could, replacing the lack of ability with effort. And there was what we'd call an ending of some kind. You right there, Hope? Bit of adrenaline going on? Yeah, just a load of adrenaline going on there. And a lot of blood, you murderer. Do you feel good now, Hope? That you murdered somebody in cold blood? When she finished, Hope put the pipe down next to the body. She wanted to wipe off the blood and all the rest, but that wouldn't be wise. The pipe was the murder weapon, after all. Then Hope turned on her phone and made all the necessary calls. She confessed to what she had done in all the details, yet she left some things out. In the area of sex scandals, she wanted her husband to be remembered as Ethan Harrison, who truly loved history, not Ethan Harrison, who cheated on his poor wife. He did not want to do that, though. That cat girl did that, and it made it look like that. After all, she really did love him. Covering what was left of her husband with a coloured coat, Hope felt exhausted, and she still had to take care of herself. To her shame, that part of her plan Hope didn't think through. Suddenly she remembered there was a window on the second floor. The thought was simple, clear, almost joyous, and did not quite belong to her. Or something in the house seemed to have taken pity on her and gave her a clue. The window was open and there were lots of trusty cables in the room upstairs. Okay, I see where this is going, which was convenient as her body became terribly heavy, as if made of stone, and every little thing took a great effort. In the very last moment before both her feet were in the air, yep, Hope thought she might survive or suffer for a long time before it was all over. But it was over soon enough. Yeah, no hope. Yep. Ending 5 of 6. So we've got one more left, number 3. And I think it has to do something with the very beginning. Like, or actually, could it even be Don't Interfere? Ethan's office is located on Square Park, right past a massive bridge. Sometimes on the way home, Ethan stops on the bridge and stares at the dark water below. Hearing the torrents of the water. Any 3 out of 6, okie dokie. So, camera obscura. Very vague as to like the outcome of this ending, but I believe it is the case that it's the same as number 5, except the fact that him and Selene, no, not Selene, Hope do not get back together again. So that's all of the endings achieved in the game, although still only got 95% of the game completed. And these are very bizarre. Like, what are these exactly, and what do they do? I think it just provides a lot of background story to the game, but I think we need to go to the beginning of the game and then click on these through each scene as they happen in order to possibly get a secret outcome, because sometimes there are secret outcomes in games which are not illustrated either by the synopsis of the game or naturally the in-game layout in which it tells you. So let's say it has 6 endings, but there could be a 7th ending of sorts. 96.96. So somehow that did almost 2%. I don't know why that is the case though. Is that just a text log? Then there's a TV program as well. How to make the tomato soup. At some point they had to remove her fingernail. An accident at the factory. She got lost. It's legal, but it's painful. Devil comes from the little cracks. They don't tell you at school. What if the TV programs are randomized? No time to cook. We've got an answer on the shelf. Tomato soup with its chin really growing outwards. Made with fresh tomatoes and I wish you'd never been born. Whoa, that's a bit dark, don't you think? Wishing someone that they were never born. I remember her face. This is like that analog horror sort of thing. Where's Timo? Let's look for him together. Maybe he's up a tree chasing the birds. Yeah, Timo was mentioned in the laptop thing. No, I can't see him. Maybe he's in the reeds watching the fish. No and no. Let's look some more. Oh, it's a bit distorted. Very distorted. Oh, maybe he's on the roadside under a blue plastic bag with a bit of red spewing out. That's definitely the tomato soup that was mentioned on the TV program earlier. He's not there, he's not there, he's not there, he's not there. He's not... Okay, again with this untitled document. The conditions of love. What have you done? I wanted to save you. I wanted to see us. So save us both. You fool! That's right. But I just can't lose you. It is too late. It's never too late as long as we have each other. As long as the fat lady never sees that it's not over. Oh, Elijah. And they kiss for conditions of love. Any other TV programs? The Secrets of Anatomy. Okay, so that trickles up a little bit. EX1. EX2. EX3 is all tomato. EX4 a ripe specimen. What the screaming man is hiding here? Ductus, whatever that word is. I have never seen that word before in my entire life. Nasonacrymitis. That's my attempt. Take it or leave it. Happy Dreamland! Mary is a lamb. Johnny is a tree. And who's a little liar? Elijah A. Happy Dreamland. Oh, I thought it was going to be the same thing there. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. Yes, loosed, not lose. The Hans and Sam Show. What do you do when you feel lonely? I don't feel lonely. What do you do when you feel lonely? I don't feel lonely. What do you do when you feel lonely? Something bad happens if you ask me again. What do you do? Told you. Well, that's just bad. The Hans and Sam Show. What are these TV recordings? Blue Lights Hotel. We welcome your stay for a moderate price. Yeah, there's nothing within the achievements that gives you any, like, hints of what each of these things are. The light from a single source is split with a half-slivered mirror. The resulting beams are each reflected by a series of mirrors. We expect them to combine at some point. I'm not saying it's safe. All I'm saying is... Sorry. All I'm saying is we are observing the experiment. What experiment would that be? I wonder if all of this has to have some kind of vivid but also hidden depth behind Sophie Wolf. Fear not the devil, but the God, for he walks among us, and his eyes are hungry. There are mirrors behind mirrors, and doors behind doors. Some of them not like the other. Yeah, background stuff. Happy Dreamland. Fill me and thou shalt be full of bullets. The fruit is sour and bitter to the taste. That is for food. This is for drink. Hey, you're not supposed to be here. Says who? This again. Oh, the hounds. What does the other one show? Do you want to go back? What? 7.9% of players have this achievement. You don't have to do this. Distinct. The horror. Winter Wonderland. How to build a snowman. Looks like the moon. It begins with a core, an application point. You will need material too. Harvesting it might prove difficult. If you manage, however, the fruit of your labor may be plentiful. Behold the absolute ceaseless manifestation of my voice. And the snowman, of course. It's a pretty pucker snowman. Blue Lights Hotel again. The blue lights are as blue as it gets. This happened. Yes, around 5 a.m. Who is this individual? I was standing there, right there actually, making a sandwich. A toast, some peanut butter, and the jelly, yes. Then I saw the blue lights. That's how I knew the veneer is very thin. I know how it sounds like, but there's more to it, you know. You have to do this properly, else you get into trouble. Yeah, some doors are bad. That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. Once it's on, you can't stop it. That's how it goes. Wonder if blue lights is somewhere in which the cat stayed at. Oh ho, there is devil in your house. Again. Can you fix that? Nope. I cannot fix that abomination. Will it find you? Possibly. Well, here's a little trick. Join the happy getaway where all of the demons are on board. Book tickets today so devil never finds you. Ah, the tomato soup is finally reducing. It's ironic because at the moment in the UK there is a shortage of tomatoes. The midnight TV. Ah, soup? Is that all of the program? Oh, it goes all the way to 69. Nice! Oh, there's only... Wait, 2. Meh. All of these are meh. TV program. There's one missing, though. Perhaps they're only available early on in the game. So we've got different ones that they all go in an order. 1... Cooking show. 2, learning the fun way. 3, happy dreamland. 4, happy dreamland. 5, talk show. 6 is commercial break. 7, happy dreamland. 8, maintenance. 9, science for kids. 10 is commercial break. 11 is Winter Wonderland. 12. 12, 12, 12. Where are you, 12? No, seriously, where is 12? I can't find 12. 13? 13 is not on there either. 14. Okay, the Hans and Sam show. 15. Maintenance. 16. Something? Nope. 17. Maintenance. 18. Not on there. 19 is also not on there. 20, the Conditions of Love. 21, not on there. 22, Maintenance. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 different TV shows here. But a few of them are missing. And the one is grayed out. So therefore we have not been able to... Wait a minute, hold on. Oh, my bad. They're all on this side here. Okay. My bad. I didn't even see them there. Okay. Oh, dearie me. I think you can kind of get the flow of this sort of thing. And this midnight TV, what does it represent? Along with the tomato soup, what does it represent within the grand scheme of this game? Is it just some kind of gimmick? Then there's these question marks as well, along with this question mark here. These probably have only some kind of availability at some other point in the game. Oh, these are ones are probably in the NSFW DLC. That's probably what it is. But there's still this question mark over here, but we need to confirm. So 21, 13, 24. Those ones there. There's 16 on this page. So there's 8 in total. So there's one of them that's still missing. 17? No, 17's there. 16? No, 16's there. 22. 22's there. 20. Actually, 23. Yeah, 23 is missing. So how do we go about that? Bathe the cat! That won't do. I'll give you a bath. A nice, scropey, soaky bath. As he carried her to the bathroom, the cat stayed still in his arms, a warm and incredibly light body pressed against his chest. He was expecting the cat to bring out the claws at any moment. Maybe as he opens the door. Now? Or as he turns the light on. Maybe this time? But nothing happened. The cat glimpsed around the new room and looked at him again with a intelligent, almost human-like gaze. Not a single muscle in her body... small body moved, sorry. She was curious, and that's about it. She trusts me. He was about to ask her if she knew where they were and what was going to happen next, but that was just too much. So, it shouldn't be very difficult. The two of us can manage this. What do you think? You read somewhere cats should be used to the new surroundings before bathing. Fear is born out of the unknown. And in that regard, people haven't gone too far from cats. New scents, unfamiliar objects, and the splashing of water. These are just shadows under the bed that will fall back if you get a better look at them, sorry. He carefully puts the cat on the floor. She looks around the room again and returned her questioning eyes to him. It seemed like she got comfortable enough. He turned on the water in the shower and felt a gentle touch. The cat was already loitering around his feet. She was curious indeed. The shower isn't so bad as compared to the rain, is it? The joke came out a little awkward. It was still wet nonetheless. Oh, I forgot to hide that. He felt embarrassed, and he didn't know why. Ah, yes. Thank you for the clouds of mist for censoring such parts. Such parts that would be censored otherwise. Although I did actually censor this when I played the demo. She's just a cat. Maybe it was because of how the water glistened on her skin or how she was looking at him from her half-lowered lashes. She was actually watching. He met her eyes, and each time she felt shame burn through him. But that shame was thick and sweet. Oh, he was a little dizzy. His hand slid over her soothe wet skin, and each time he would ask himself, Was it really necessary? Then he would feel her eyes on him, and his thoughts would melt, running down her thighs with the leather, disappearing between her neat toes. The bathrooms shimmered molten bright, pulsating with light or darkness. He felt he was losing his balance, and pulled his hand away, but she returned and pressed to the wet hot skin covered in a soapy veil. She guided it. She glided it. She controlled the hand motion. Cat person, you love cats. Cats love you back. He couldn't remember how he ended up in the living room again. The cat was napping peacefully in his arms. He absently his hand down the cat's wet back, tracing the bumps on her spine with his finger. I should get you some food. Let me see what I have. He got up with just a tad bit of difficulty, nothing he couldn't handle. Still, his body felt unusually heavy and unwieldy. He had to give the cat something to eat. He will lie down afterwards, and then, hell, maybe even fall asleep. Maybe if you bathe the cat before, maybe these nightmares would never occur in the first place. So, we've still got 2.5% of the game left to complete. I imagine these two have some kind of tie together. Like, once you reach 100%, then the final part of the TV program comes about with that in there. But we're not covering the 69 stuff. No thanks. Happiness? Alright, it doesn't matter that much. I'm happy to have you back. After all, there's no point in his grudge from the start. May 3rd. Mum is acting funny. And smells funny too. She says she loves me all the time, but I'm a little bit when she's like that. January 11th. The new school is okay. I wish I could make friends with someone though. Mum is working late again. It's fine. I've lifted a very heavy box when we moved in. Mum couldn't pick it up herself. I'm a big boy now, and big boys aren't afraid of anything. Oh, a butterfly. I'll just turn on the lights and watch TV with Timo and my friends. Who is this Timo? Only the cool stuff with animals or robots. Or aliens. But not the creepy kind. Or the NSFW kind. Is it raining? September 15th. These diary pages are very far apart. The bus driver saw me. Blah. He didn't laugh at me and didn't get mad like Mom. He even allowed me to play in the bus or on the bus. I wish there were more people like him. Yes, technically in the bus. On the bus means you're on the top. June 11th. I had a really weird dream today. This cat girl kept appearing in my front porch. Hope stomach is okay. I'll go and look for him. I should have closed the darn window. That window again. December 15th. I wonder if you could piece all of these diary entries all together, or these computer entries, and then you'd be able to get some kind of backstory to it. J stands for jerk. Brought a stuffed cat to school and left it on my desk. A stuffed cat. He thinks it's funny. They all think it's funny. I hate everyone. Oh, Timo was a cat, wasn't it, actually? Timo was definitely the cat. And this is ending 2, by the way. I want to see what kind of choices we get, or what things we get as we progress through. We've still got 1% left of the game, and I think there are a few options left to choose, but nothing that will grant us any kind of additional outcome. Unless, of course, there is a 7th ending. Answer evasively. Forget it. Come on, maybe you left the keys unattended somewhere?
I always leave my keys when I'm in the office. But I'm pretty sure there's no cat burglars among my colleagues.
If you say so, Hope. Everyone loves a cat.
We should have hired a bunch. Gotta balance the risk of going broke we have on a monthly basis.
You sure none of your colleagues would play a joke on us?
A joke?
Yeah.
Good God, Ethan. You look like you're about to eat me alive.
Oh. Every time the line says something's changed, it's almost like, yeah, a new entry comes in. September 24th. Mama's nyah again. She says what happened nyah is a punishment for our sins. I hate nyah. As if it is written. File recovery complete. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so anytime we're out of the computer, this is just a log of what the characters said within the game. But yeah, we've got less than 1% left. Nothing else on the... Yeah, there's still this blank here. I think we need to get 100% before we can do that. And I think there are different combinations of what you have, what you played through the game. But I think the less than 1% comes down to selecting one thing, but then selecting something else. It's the different combinations you have to come up with. Because sometimes when you have different combinations, then you can get slight variance when it comes to the dialogue that's played out. Why did you do that? Like, if you click on the right option of letter in, it resorts you back to where you last were. Oh, clicking on start of the game turns us to this. What the hell has happened? October 8th. I got an F for the essay. Mum would be mad. The bus driver said it was good and I should keep writing. He's nice, but I'd rather have a B anyway. Mum hope isn't too... Blah. Okay. The forming of God, the construction of angels. Have we seen this before? As the Muppet keeps talking. 99.42%. Sound was driving him crazy. The pitter-patter of the rain from the very beginning of the game. Go forth and guide me through the blue flames. Go forth and guide me through the blue flames. Blue flames, blue flames, blue flames, blue flames, blue flames. It could also... Hold on. Sometimes the ending in which you get when you start the game anew, it could give you something different? Wait, hold on. Something's changed. This is number 23, isn't it? The jelly turned really bad. And that was it. Yeah, it's just that one. Movie night. Okay, so that is on maintenance. Okay. So we've got all of them. Besides the 69 ones, obviously. But we've got all of the TV programs. It would be... So we've got 0.14 left to uncover. I think with the current build of the game, if you don't have the option of being able to either let the cat in or refuse, then there's some kind of in-game programming which denies you from being able to achieve 100% of the game, because there is one other achievement in which one needs to acquire, but unless that beginning option, so let's say if we go through here and the cat is at the door, the possibility of denying her from being able to come in again is completely locked off. Yes, it's already come in. Usually there's an option to either let her come in or deny that, but unfortunately with the game's build right now, when you play through the game enough times, then this option does not appear anymore, and it kind of soft locks you out from being able to complete the game in its entirety. So we are at 99.86%. One thing I might try and do is delete all of my data on the game and then be able to save at that option, so that then anything that we can do, then we'll be able to preserve it. Hopefully. It's not only the Steam saves you have to delete, but you also have to go into your app data roaming REMP folder to find the Selene Apoptosis data and remove all of that. Just removing it from Steam does not remove the save files. You have to go into your cache, your app data, your roaming, and your REMP folder to be able to delete it. I've read on the internet, it's really tough in order to pull this off. Like, you have to click on every single prompt of a TV program and every single prompt of a laptop thing, and to be honest, I am not up for doing that because of a bug in the game that is denying a lot of people from being able to achieve this achievement. And I'm not sure even know how to pronounce it, but it is an achievement in and of itself. And it basically just goes along the lines of, now you know, do you understand? I do not, because this is nearly impossible in order to actually get. You can get up to this point, but you have to rely on a bug not appearing in order to actually get it, and a buggy scenario is not what I am really after when it comes to this kind of stuff. We got all of the endings, and I got, before deleting all of my save files, 99.86% of everything, which I think is definitely what you call a near completion of the game itself. I really like it. Actually, I like this game. To me, it's not hugely revolutionary or anything like that, but it is a lovely little tale in order to go through if you have about 3 hours, I would say, of spare time in order to go through all the different choices and stuff like that. There's definitely some gimmicks in the game involved, like the TV program and the laptop when you go through all of those files. Like, every time you get a prompt, read them, because then you won't have to go through the horrificness of encountering a bug which denies you access from getting 100% of the game, which unfortunately in my case is just going to be how it is, unfortunately. But I hope you enjoyed Selene Apoptosis. Thank you so much for watching. What do you like most about this game? For me, really, it's just the psychological horror involved with the main character and Ethan, in which they experience a lot of hallucinations and different grandeurs of horrificness in which this cat girl projects upon them. So, yeah, that is a tale in and of itself. And obviously when you spill milk, this cat is obviously going to lick it all up, as a good cat does. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Selene Apoptosis. There are other ways in which you can help with the game itself, or help support the game itself by playing it for yourselves, purchasing the DLC, which is available on the Steam page of this game, and hope you all have something in mind in which you can get out of this in this adventure. Thank you so much for watching, and see you all in the next video. Have a lovely day, and take care of yourselves, and make sure that at night you close your window, and if any stray cats come about which look like the cat that we have on screen, do not let her in, unless you want these hallucinations to plague you as well. We got all of the endings. Ending 1 is only achievable once in a save scenario, so you have to delete everything first before you're able to achieve that ending again, which is a little annoying, to say the least. It's really annoying. Thank you so much for watching, and take care of yourselves.